On Friday, May 5th, the red carpet was rolled out at Governor State University for the student film screening that celebrated the documentaries made by Dominic DalPolo, Leah Freeney, Jalen Hughes, and Eric Mady. This event brought faculty, classmates, and family together for snacks and refreshments, but also to celebrate the students' hard work throughout the semester.
Thank you guys for coming today. I appreciate it. Welcome to the 2023 student film screening.
The first film of the night was Rocky Fresh, Fame and Fatherhood, directed by Eric Mady. It took a look at a Chicago rap artist's navigation through the music industry, as well as in fatherhood.
Man, some of my goals for 2022. Man, I'm looking forward to getting back on tour for the second half of the year. I think with COVID and also me being a dad, you figure out ways to really make money from being at home and not having to be outside as much, which is a great thing. But I really love connecting with my fans and, going to these different cities and really seeing how the music, influences people in different places. What people don't really know, I'm really big into the fatherhood thing. My daughter is the most important person in my life. I done met all of the biggest artists. I done met Jay-Z, I done met Drake, I done met Kanye. People ask me all the time who's the coolest person I met, and I feel like my daughter is the coolest person I met. So I'm really big into the fatherhood grind. I'm into all of the new toys, the new TV shows. When I get free time, I'm just watching movies with my daughter and really trying to figure out, what she's into.
So we see Rocky in the film talk about his daughter and why that's a important relationship to him. Why was that important for you to highlight that?
I think that the image of a lot of rappers is kind of tarnished a lot, especially in more recent years. And I think that showing that kind of softer side and showing that they can do both. They can be a rapper and also be a great dad. It was really important for the story.
The second film was 13 Degrees, directed by Jalen Hughes. It was a personal documentary that demonstrated his path from a high school basketball player to a man fighting for a spot in line to be the next great Chicago artist.
My musical influences, it's from different eras, different genres, so it's I'm taking all the way back, to my childhood. So it's my OG, she had an iPod and she had explicit music, but she never showed me her music. She never played her music around me that was dirty. If it wasn't clean, she would never play it. And when she go to sleep, I just take it. I was 8 years old, listening to Jeezy, Lil Wayne, E40.
It's kind of a stretch, but if there was a specific song that you would say kind of inspired where you gone with your journey, what would you say it was?
Hip hop probably Chief Keef 3 is on the Bang Part 2 mixtape. And then for rock, it's probably I forgot the rock song, but the band is called Lost Prophets. And that really get me going every time. I've been listening to that since I was 7 years old. And I still get the same goosebumps from it. So them are 2 songs.
The third film was Against All Odds, a Jaguar story, directed by Dominic DalPolo, which demonstrated GSU's basketball team's battle for the last seed in the playoffs. It portrayed a coach's determination to push his players to perfection when it was needed the most.
Guys, 0-0. We got to go these first 5 minutes. Finish the game. Finish the game. Let's go. Jack, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3,
Tell us about what you enjoyed most about this process.
I just felt like I was a part of the team with these guys. Just following them around, A couple times in practice, coach pointed me out, so it was just like being included in, a basketball team like that is it's just so much fun, especially just following them around. And when I was at that game filming, I just felt like I was, House of Highlights or something. So it was a really fun experience.
The final film was Navigating Black Sisterhood by aspiring filmmaker Lila Freeney, which unpacked the beautiful complexities that occur when navigating the unique journey of friendship between Black women.
My friends and I, like I said, we've been friends since high school, and we've started to travel more. We've started to just experience life more, and I love that for us. I really do. And I can't wait to see what the future holds.
So where do y'all see our friend group in the next 5 to 10 years?
I see our friend group traveling more. I see us just like chilling, growing, communicating, and a whole bunch more laughs. Period. I see it's a new
The future will hold more trips, loving each other where we are at, and being there for each other, and just living in the moment and enjoying those special moments with each other. And of course, just, growing and learning more about ourselves and learning more about each other as friends, and using that information just to be a better friend all around, not just to each other, but to the other friends in our lives.
Tell us why you wanted to make this film and why now.
So I wanted to make this film because I had an epiphany recently. My friends and I, we were hanging together, and we were having such a good conversation with each other, and I just looked at them like, man, like I'm so grateful to have y'all. And then I thought to my college friends and the other friends in my life, and I'm like, man, like y'all are really amazing, y'all are dope. And I think that the world needs to show more of this. I think that Black women need to see themselves in this light more. And I think that we need to have more positive depictions like that. So, I don't know, I just felt like this was the perfect time to do it. I couldn't think of anything else to make my documentary about, so that's another one. But yeah, I think it was the perfect timing.
After the screening, we caught up with 3 of the filmmakers to ask them some questions about their documentaries.
So my favorite part of making this film was just watching my family and friends be on camera. They're like honestly naturals. So seeing them interact with each other on camera and then like watching the footage back, like I was laughing so hard at every clip because they're hilarious.
My favorite part was definitely following the team around for pretty much a whole week throughout their practices and games, leading up to the important game in which I showed in my documentary.
The reason I wanted to start on this new journey that I'm on currently is just because I just wanted to portray myself in a different light. I know when athletes, when they play basketball, football, baseball, whatever, it's just what the athlete job is just to do their work and then go home. But I didn't want to just be that. I wanted to touch people that's feeling the same life situations, same life struggles, and just help them with through my words, through my music, through my fashion sense, and just through me as a person.
This is Jason Gonzalez reporting for Gsutv.
A new radio station is joining the airwaves as the Center of Community Media welcomes Radio Jaguar.
Radio Jaguar is the upcoming future radio station of Governor State University. Radio Jaguar is the official name, and it is going to be a student-run internet radio station. We're going to be focusing on a wide variety of music that students will pick, plus we will also have newscasts, podcasts, and talk shows. But again, it's going to be a student-run station. Students are going to be officers, but it's also going to serve the wider Governor State community. So we will encourage eventually GSU staff, faculty, and the surrounding area to participate.
Launching fall of 2023,
The student-run station will stream music, news, and podcasts throughout the Southland communities.
One of the big things today as part of the launch of the name Radio Jaguar is the voting on the various logos. So we've got a couple different logo designs that we would like to have our official design and maybe a design that could be part of our swag. So t-shirts, stickers, that sort of thing.
The station will be hosting workshops for anyone interested in going on air, as well as student worker positions starting this summer.
So Radio Jaguar, again, is the future radio station. We are hoping to launch in fall of 2023. We're looking at the homecoming week of 2023, so in the fall semester. And it's going to be a very exciting time as we get closer and closer. So you're going to want to stay tuned, and you can already check out the CCM website, which has some information about the radio station. But yeah, check out GSU, the GSU website, or our Center for Community Media website for more information about the radio station.
This is Ike Maina with GSU TV.
Hi, my name is Alexander Garay, reporting for GSU News. Today, I'm in front of the GSU radio station going to talk about the AI song with Drake and The Weeknd.
I came in with my ex like Selena, the flex, bumping Justin Bieber, the fever and left. She know what she need, or she blessed, giving my best.
Everything you heard in this song was fake. You just watched a short clip of the viral sensation song Heart of My Sleeve with Drake and The Weeknd made by an AI. Heart of My Sleeve is a song created by an AI released on various streaming platforms on April 4th, 2023, featuring AI-generated vocals of Drake and The Weeknd. The track gained massive attention on TikTok with over 230k plays on YouTube and 625k on Spotify. However, this song was removed from all platforms due to the copyright claim by Universal Music Group on April 17, 2023. AI-created music is causing concern in the music industry due to the potential impact on singers and songwriters. While it offers exciting possibilities, it could lead to a decrease in demand for human artists and result in reduced creativity and realism. Is AI helping revolutionize the music industry, or is it destroying it? Thanks for watching. My name is Alexander Garay, reporting for GSU News.
Good afternoon. I'm Dominic DalPolo, reporting for GSU News at noon. The PGA just wrapped on yet another successful year at the Masters Championship at Augusta National in Georgia. This year's Green Jacket winner made history, becoming the 4th Masters champion to come from Spain.
Rahm wins the Masters Marathon.
On Thursday, April 6th, the Masters tournament teed off for another year. The weekend was full of drama, such as LIV Tour players who are allowed to play in this prestigious PGA event, and the weather in Augusta, Georgia wasn't the most golf-friendly. On the upside, it was Jon Rahm, ranked the #1 golfer in the world, who climbed up the leaderboard over the weekend. On the final day, Rahm was paired up with LIV Tour player Brooks Koepka. It was a battle between them both, but Rahm maintained a comfortable lead. Never finishing better than 4th at Augusta, Rahm finished on top, receiving one of the most sought-after prizes in golf, the Green Jacket.
Congratulations to Jon Rahm on another great finish. I'm Dominic DalPolo, reporting for GSU News at noon. Thanks for watching.
Good afternoon. This is Gerome Smith reporting for GSU News. On January 10th, Governor Pritzker signed the Protect Illinois Communities Act bill into law. The bill will ban the sale of assault rifles and other military-style weapons in the state of Illinois. Illinois citizens who already possess an assault rifle will be able to retain ownership of it if they abide by Illinois gun laws. Now, 3 Illinois citizens will share their thoughts and opinions about the sale ban.
Yes, I do agree with it because I feel like these weapons are overkill when it comes to weapons and they cause a lot of harm.
Yes, I do. Only because I think trained professionals should be using them. I think the military should be using them, of course. The police should be using them. And hunters as well, considering that they would be trained to use them.
Yes, I agree with Governor Pritzker. I believe that's a huge step for Illinois. Hopefully, we'll lead the charge in having the states ban assault rifles throughout the United States of America. I believe that it's a good measure to do because hopefully we can reduce some of the mass shootings throughout America and especially in Illinois.
This is Gerome Smith reporting for GSU News.
February 24th marked the one-year anniversary to the start of the Russian-Ukrainian war. The battle of land between the two countries has been long and brutal, but the U.S. and other allied powers have come together to support Ukraine in its time of need. For the past 10 weeks, Ukrainian military leaders sent soldiers to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, to undergo special training of a U.S. Patriot air defense system to use against Russian forces. The soldiers underwent extensive training against realistic threats and conditions in preparation of their upcoming departure home next month. The system is set to be deployed ahead of schedule in the following weeks. While Ukrainian officials say the Patriot systems are better than the ones they are currently using, it will not be enough to defend all of Ukraine and will need more advanced weaponry for the fight against Russia's missile strikes. I'm Lila Koszulinski reporting for the GSU News.
You know, if you stand up for our kids, you're standing up for our communities, safe communities, and democratic values. That's what it's all about.
The Tennessee Three went to the White House on April 24th to meet with President Joe Biden, weeks after facing expulsion efforts. The representatives Justin Jones, Justin Pearson, and Gloria Johnson faced expulsion after joining protesters at the state capitol following a school shooting. The focus of the White House visit was on how to move forward with gun control reforms, with the group looking forward to future actions.
I made a direct ask to the president that sometimes we have to do something outside of the ordinary. As John Lewis did when he sat on the floor of Congress, as we did when we went to the well of the Tennessee State House and demanded action on guns. And so we are going to continue to push and lift up the creative tension needed to get action on this item.
Ike Maina, GSU News.
It's been 15 years since the last time writers demanded fair contracts and began a strike, which lasted over 100 days and resulted in billions lost by studios. On Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023, approximately 11,000 writers for Hollywood shows and movies walked out of their jobs and into the picket lines, insisting that their work is not being paid fairly now in the streaming era.
I have members in my group who work retail to make ends meet. I myself, during the last strike, after it was over, I didn't work for 3 years, to the point where I drove a forklift.
2 days prior to the strike, on April 30th, the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers delivered a 40-page package to WGA, the Writers Guild of America Negotiating Committee. The package did not include many key elements requested, and talks broke down on May 1st, which was the deadline of the negotiation. This strike has now lasted for over a week, which has resulted in the complete stoppage of production of live television shows like ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live, and as well films they were in the midst of recording, like Marvel Studios' action film Blade. There are still ongoing negotiations between both parties, but are far from reaching an agreement. This is Jason Gonzalez reporting for GSU TV.
An aircraft arrived here at the airport in the early evening. As per normal procedure, the aircraft was unloaded and cargo was transported from the aircraft to a holding cargo facility. Once this cargo was offloaded at a holding facility, subsequent to its arrival, this high-value container was removed by illegal means from the holding facility.
On Monday, April 17th, one of the largest heists in Canadian history occurred at Toronto Pearson International Airport. An aircraft container comprised of a substantial amount of gold, but also other monetary value, went missing after its normal transportation to a cargo holding facility. The disappearance of the large value container resulted in immediate investigation.
The total worth estimated at this time in our investigation for the property is estimated at just over $20 million.
The Toronto police have now revealed what airline the cargo container arrived on, or where the airplane originated from. After 3 days of investigation, no suspect have appeared. This is Jason Gonzalez reporting for GSU TV.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Welcome to Hollywood Buzz, your source for the latest in the entertainment industry. I am your host, Jason Gonzalez. Today we have stories from iconic music artists all the way to new announcements of films. Let's get started.
After taking 10 days of vocal rest, I performed 3 shows last weekend in Florida, and by the third one I felt terrible. So I went in and got scoped yesterday, and they told me that I re-injured my vocal cords.
In a video posted on social media, the award-winning country artist Morgan Wallen announces he's postponing 6 weeks of concerts due to injured vocal cords. The 6-week vocal rest will impact his scheduled performances at multiple music festivals, the Academy of Country Music Awards, and the ACM Lifting Lives event, in addition to the tour dates. Aerosmith is heading into retirement with a farewell tour, celebrating a 50-year run as one of the biggest rock bands in the world. The group announced on Monday, May 1st, that they will have a 40-date North American tour featuring special guests the Black Crowes. The Peace Out tour will begin on September 2nd, with their first concert being in Philadelphia.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm Star-Lord.
Now it's time to turn to the film industry, where Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has hit the big screen, generating just under $530 million at the box office. This third and final installment will take a look into the backstory of Rocket Raccoon, along with a final action-packed adventure as a team. The Fast family, led by Dominic Toretto, is headed down the home stretch with a 2-part chapter that will be the last installment of the Fast and Furious franchise. The first chapter, Fast 10, will bring a new villain in the form of Jason Momoa portraying Dante Reyes, a sadistic character that enjoys causing mayhem. This film is set to release on May 19th, 2023. Rapper Jack Harlow stars in the remake of White Men Can't Jump, a basketball movie that breaks stereotypes and creates unity on the court and out of it. Harlow, alongside Sinqua Walls, creates a dynamic that is must-see. This film is out now on Hulu.
What is it?
It burns!
Well, stop eating it.
No, I like it. It burns good.
I had been searching for an answer. And there it was.
I got an idea. It's a spicy chip. It's gonna change everything.
It will save our factory.
And you're a janitor.
No, hang on.
Flamin' Hot, an inspiring true story of Richard Montañez, a Frito-Lay janitor who disrupted the food industry by using his Mexican heritage. This film takes a look into the creation of Flamin' Hot Cheetos that revitalized a company and filled the taste buds of millions. Flamin' Hot is set to release on June 9th on Hulu and Disney+.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, where fantasy and fun come to life. Hit it, guys. If you're watching this video, it means you've been selected as Freddy's newest security guard.
Hello? Josh Hutcherson stars in the new film Five Nights at Freddy's, based on the massively popular series of video games that began in 2014. This adaptation follows a security guard that must survive the late-night shift at Freddy's Fazbear's Pizzeria. This film is set to release on October 27th, 2023. This is Jason Gonzalez reporting for GSU TV.
Step back, another 3, puts it in! And we talked about there's a lot of elite individual defenders as Tatum knocks down another! He's unguardable!
Welcome to Sports Talk. Today we'll be covering the latest and the greatest stories from the world of sports. Let's get started.
There it goes! Back 2nd and 8. Towel dances out of the tackle, fires to the end zone, and it's intercepted after a tip, but there's a flag down.
Our first story comes from the Extreme Football League, the XFL, where the final game of the season was played, featuring the Arlington Renegades completing the ultimate Cinderella story with their 35-26 victory over the DC Defenders in the XFL 2023 championship game. This concludes the first season of the XFL under the management of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and other business partners. As for the NFL, the greatest of all time, Tom Brady, is set to return to Foxborough for a celebration that will honor his accomplishments, including the 6 Super Bowl championships he brought to the Patriots organization. The celebration will take place during the first game of the season, where the Patriots will face the Philadelphia Eagles. In other news, Argentina superstar Lionel Messi was named Sportsman of the Year at the La Race World Sports Awards. This comes after an outstanding performance at the World Cup, where he became the top scorer of the tournament and was able to bring a championship home to Argentina. Now it's time to take a look into the world of basketball, where Memphis Grizzlies point guard John Morant has once again been suspended from all team activities after an Instagram live video appeared to show him flashing a gun circulated all over social media. This comes just 2 months after the athlete was suspended over a similar video.
Lowry and Abayo swoops in, denied by McBride, got it back, pushed it home.
He scored at the rim, he scored on floaters, he scored on pull-ups.
Bronson floats it in, 22 for Jalen Brunson.
The NBA playoffs continues with the best players in the league going head-to-head. In the Eastern Conference semifinals, the Miami Heat defeated the persistent New York Knicks in 6 games, ending the series with 4 wins and 2 losses. Jimmy Butler's relentless mentality continues to push the 8-seed Miami Heat further into the playoffs.
They've been giving him all the room. Harden stuck in the corner, finds Tucker. And Tucker, 8 points. 8 as Maxey in the front court. Here comes Embiid, drives, bank shot is good, and a foul.
In a battle of 2 teams that have constantly been united through fate, a 7-game series occurred with the Boston Celtics coming on top of the Philadelphia 76ers, which was led by the 2023 MVP Joel Embiid. Jason Tatum and company will now face the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Final for the 2nd year in a row.
Everything must happen at this end, the defensive end. You have to give us more energy if you're going to make a comeback.
Jokic on the roll, gets to the basket, lays it in. He's made his last 8 field goals. Gordon trying to drive baseline.
Oh, he got
nice find. Jokic floats it up and in. He's made 9 consecutive shots.
The duo of 2-time MVP Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray took down this year's championship favorites, the Phoenix Suns. In a disappointing Game 6 where neither Devin Booker or Kevin Durant could rally their team together for a Game 7 push, the Denver Nuggets came out victorious, ending the series with 4 wins and 2 losses.
Against the Laker team that has been undefeated at home so far in these playoffs. And it's great to see both Davis and Wiggins on it. Davis down low against Payton. Banks it in. The Laker defense has been a huge story these playoffs. Davis, beautiful. Just getting into the front court. Russell finds him. Walks into a 3, and it's good.
The final playoff series was the Western Conference semifinals between the reigning champions, the Golden State Warriors, and the Los Angeles Lakers, in a matchup that contained 2 of the greats, LeBron James and Stephen Curry. Both leaders fought to the very end, but ultimately the Lakers ended the series in Game 6. The Lakers now have to face the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Final in order to lift the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy. This is Jason Gonzalez reporting for GSU TV.